Org charts are a people model that we love to use early in a project. Org charts are pretty obvious, and then they look like a standard organization of the people that work in a company. They are pretty standard as far as a model to see a hierarchy of reporting relationships. However, they are not typically used as a requirements model. The requirements model is the same though, in that it still shows the structure of everyone in the organization and the reporting hierarchy by department. They are used in requirements as a model to identify who all of the users of the system are and who all of the stakeholders are that you might need to interview for your system. It's important to look at these so that you don't accidentally leave someone out of your interviews. This is an example of part of an org chart for an auto manufacturer that is building a web storefront. I easily might have gotten this org chart from the corporate internal website, so I didn't really have to create anything. What I like to do is to take all of the parts of the org chart, print them, and stick them on the walls around my room. Then I take a marker and I go around and I circle the people that I know I need to meet with. I put a big X for the ones that I don't need to meet with, and I put question marks by those that I need to ask and find out about whether they have a stake in the project. And just like that, I now have my full list of people to interview and to identify system users and stakeholders with requirements. If I didn't do this, I might have been able to look at this and guess that I needed to meet with Bobby's entire team, Jimmy and Betsy, and Theodore because they obviously care about the storefront requirements. And being part of the implementation team and the sales stakeholders, all of those are clearly ones I need to meet with, or the people who plan and produce the cars sold by the website. However, it's reasonable to expect that I might have missed someone like Melissa in the tax department because it just didn't occur to me that they have some specific legal requirements around taxing vehicles. We see this a lot, where the team just simply forgets to talk to certain departments until they are well into the implementation process. Thereby, they end up costing a lot of extra time in development because they're so far down the path. Org charts are a model that is useful on internal IT systems with internal users because they can guarantee I have identified all of the possible users to write requirements for. Further, I can use them to identify classes of users that feed into my detailed roles matrix and my list of actors to feed into my use cases. You may not find them as useful in a highly matrix organization, where it's actually challenging to create or get your hands on this type of hierarchy. Though even in that type of an organization, working with a full list of users by department still can work the same. You may also find they are less useful when you're trying to identify users for a system that are external to your organization. That said, even with external users, you can use internal org charts to identify groups to interview who hopefully can identify the external user groups that they represent.